Is the new iPhone 16 going to move the stock price up for Apple? I'm Chase Wilsey with Wilsey Asset Management. Actually, last weekend, an article in Barron's written by Alex Yule tried to convince people that Apple stock will increase based on looking back to the original iPhone and every iPhone release after that. Based on the research, Apple stock has returned an average of 11.7% 6 months after iPhone releases. But before you run out and buy the stock, one thing I noticed was there was no discussion around price to earnings ratios during those launches. I believe it is very important to not overpay for any company. And I'm curious what the PE ratios were during those last 24 iPhone launches. Holding Apple several years ago, I know the multiple was not where it is now. In many of those cases, in fact, it was much lower. Don't get me wrong, I think Apple is a great company and has great products, but I worry with the stock trading at 31 times next year's earnings, it is more than fully valued. I also believe some of that data was skewed, considering the first iPhone launch led to a 63.7% return 6 months after the release, and there are several instances where the stock did nothing or actually fell, like the iPhone 12 down 3.4%, the 13 down 1.3%, or the 15 down 1%. I was also surprised to see that analysts are more negative than I expected on the stock, as currently nearly 1/3 of them have either a hold or sell rating. Mr. Yule does correctly point out that if Apple beats expectations, the price to earnings ratio will come down. However, that assumption would also mean that the stock price did not climb to offset the earnings beat. We have avoided investing in Apple for quite some time now, but I will still not break my discipline, and I will not overpay for any company, because history has proven eventually everything comes back to the norm. And unfortunately, Apple, it's overpriced at this point in time.